right, guys. Welcome to another episode of Elevated and Chill.
Mm, mm,
I'm
mm.
your host, CJ, along with my co-host, Dougie. What's going on, bro? How's everything?
Yo, everything is going good. I'm excited for today. Another great session in the clip, ready to rock and roll.
Oh, in the
Life,
clip. In the
life is,
clip.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Life has been pretty good. Life has been life in. Obviously, it was the 4th of July this past weekend, so we had a lot of fun there. We saw a lot of family, did a lot of eating and hanging and swimming. That's for sure. Dylan is
Mm.
loving swimming, dude. We've been in the
Oh,
pool.
she's gonna be a swimmer?
She's definitely gonna be a swimmer. She was in there. I was
Gotcha.
like holding her out, and her legs were all kicking and everything, and she's
Yeah.
starting to move, do like the little like swimming movements. So she's definitely gonna be a swimmer. Hopefully, she'll
Mm.
pick that up pretty quickly over this summer. Now that we're gonna be in the pool so much, I didn't think she was gonna like the pool because she hated the bath, but loves the pool. Outside of that, we had some really good food. We were eating like a bunch of different burgers and chicken and shrimp and
Yeah.
all the good cookout foods that you have the fourth, and we actually didn't see any fireworks this year. We did not see fireworks, and I think
Oh,
that
the
that comes
fireworks.
with just having a small child and them being asleep by like 7:30. So,
Got you. Yeah.
what about you,
I
dude? How's
mean,
everything going on your end?
yeah, I'm in Boston right now. Kind of went to see my brother. Caught up with my cousin. Did the Freedom Trail. Uh, and yeah, saw some fireworks too. So
How
yeah.
are the fireworks in the city?
They're not like New York. They're like I was expecting a lot of like oohs and
Like, yeah,
ahs,
flashiness.
like yeah, it's just there was just nothing like everybody was like quiet. Like the fireworks are going on and everybody was just like quiet. It's like
Was everybody drunk?
maybe I don't know. Maybe I was just too sober. I don't know. But it's just like everybody was like quiet and stuff like that. So but like good food.
Wow,
They have
usually like people are going like nuts with fireworks.
that's what I'm saying. Like I was like, this is kind of like weird, but they did like a fireworks show here, which is pretty cool.
What kind of food
Yeah,
did you guys get?
burgers.
Oh,
I mean that's
nice.
that's like the Fourth of
A
July
staple,
staple.
yeah.
Yeah, you gotta have burgers. Didn't have no nothing else. But just had burgers. Really that's it. Burgers.
Yeah, we have
Uh,
burgers and turkey hot dogs, like I said, shrimp and chicken and the works. Her Ayana's aunt has a big old Blackstone, like a huge one that's like actually like
oh,
built into their like outdoor like
that's wavy.
kind of oven and like cooking area and everything. So it was fun as hell to do that.
Yeah.
But she ended up cooking the burgers a little too much. But it was
Oh.
okay that you could save them with like a little bit of mac sauce
Yeah,
and
yeah,
ketchup, you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
But
Damn, she overcooked a burger, bro.
yeah, slipping a little bit there. But other than that, it was really really good. But yeah, we had a fun weekend. There was a lot of swimming, like I said, and then we were playing cornhole, which I feel like can everybody has like their own rules with cornhole. Like
That's
even
like
though
beer
there's
pong.
like even though there's real rules like set, like everybody has their own rules. Like somebody was saying, basically you can't throw the bag and then like it bounces and lands on. That's not a point. Where I've
Yeah,
definitely heard that being a point in multiple spots, and then other people were like, "Oh, all you do is like count everything up. You don't like subtract points as you're playing." And I was like, "What is going on? Like this is not cornhole that I have played before." But hey, everybody has their own house rules. Like you said, it's like beer pong. Like they play whatever
yeah,
they want to play. So
yeah. It's like you go to somebody's house and they're playing beer pong or cornhole. It's like rules coming out the wazoo. Like I never heard of that rule before. Oh, but it's house rules. I mean, I guess you gotta adhere to
and
the
then
house
you're like,
rules.
what is there? You have that in writing? Did we sign a contract
Yeah,
before?
yeah. Where's the rule list going on here? Like you gotta put that on the table.
Crazy.
Uh, well, I know we kind of skipped over it a little bit, but because everything was happening with the NBA and stuff like that, but you did turn 30.
I did
Big,
turn 30.
the big 3-0. Did not want to gloss over that because that's a big milestone, and a lot has been going on for you in a positive direction. So, how was your birthday? How would you do?
Yeah, so
With
it
it?
was a really good weekend. I ended up taking the whole like taking that Friday off so I can have an extra day and just like enjoy the time. So Friday we just stuck around. We did like a movie night and we made pizzas and stuff. And then Saturday the girls brought me to do a little picnic, and then we were down at the pool. That was the first time Dylan went to the pool. So that was 3 weeks ago on my birthday, and we were just hanging out. I ended up doing like Bloody Marys and breakfast burritos in the morning,
Mm.
letting it
Oh,
rip, and then we ended up going and getting for the picnic subs from our favorite deli over here, Vic's, which is fire. I ended up getting like they have a Balboa, which is like basically
yeah.
roast beef with Swiss cheese on like garlic bread. It's like it was one of the best sandwiches
I feel like
for sure.
anything with garlic bread is just like
Yeah, and they make the garlic
automatically.
bread fresh there too, dude.
Yeah, anything with garlic bread is just automatically busting. Like that's
Yep.
like staple. Yeah, but keep on
So
going.
I ended up making like al jus on the side, which is like that thin gravy for it, which
Yeah,
was awesome. And then for dinner, we did like a smorgasbord for it. I had steak, I had bacon wrapped scallops, I made cod, Brussels sprouts, like mashed potatoes, homemade mashed potatoes. Like it was fire, dude. It was such a good day. We had a lot of fun. It wasn't like too crazy. Definitely the best way to bring in 30, that's for sure. And then
yeah,
Sunday we were just chilling and having a good day. We ended up going back down to the pool. Allie came over for a little bit and we hung out, and that was it. It wasn't like anything crazy or extravagant, but it was a good, solid weekend. And like you said, a lot of positive things are happening in the background. Hopefully, more to
yeah,
share in the near future on that front.
yeah,
But other than that,
yeah,
the birthday was good. What about your nephews? Him and I share a birthday, so what were you guys
yeah,
doing?
yeah. Well, yeah, me and you are we're destined to be friends because you and my nephew share a birthday. Yeah, we took my nephew to the amusement park. It's like a small amusement park. It's called Lake Compound. It's up in
Yeah.
Connecticut. It's like really like niche and stuff like that. But he had a good time. He brought one of his friends. We were just they went on the rides. They
And
went on
he turned what, 12 or 13?
12,
Wow,
12.
crazy.
And growing up, man, time is flying. Time is zooming by. I mean, next thing you know, you
Fast.
mentioned you mentioned last episode. Dylan's already got about to be walking.
I know,
So
dude. Literally at the end of the summer, she is definitely gonna be walking. Because
yeah,
yesterday we were out and about and she was like picking herself up everywhere. And I'm like, dude, like this is crazy. You're going
slow down.
and taking off. And we were like hanging out with another couple that had a small kid. His name was Malcolm. He was turning 1 next week, and he still wasn't even fully walking yet. And Dylan
Yeah.
was like pulling herself up and going crazy and enjoying the time. But she is going to be walking by the end of the summer, dude. It's just wild how fast things fly. But
Yeah,
how was
time
Lake
is.
Compound? Tell me about the amusement park.
It was good. I mean, my nephew's a roller coaster enthusiast, so he was
Oh,
getting
he
on all the
likes it.
yeah, he likes the rides and shit like that. So he was getting on all the rides with my brother, and shit like that. So, yeah, I mean, we had a good time. It was a very eventful day. Started early when after we left the compounds, we went to get something to eat. So very long day, but like I said, as long as you had a good time, that's what really
Dude,
matters.
I
So
love getting to the amusement park early, like early in the morning, and like it's
yeah,
not hot yet, and you're like ready to rock and roll. Like one of my favorite amusement parks growing up was Hershey Park, and
yeah.
for years, like when you walked in, they would like measure you, right? Like so you would be like, oh,
Yeah,
you're
Jolly
Reese Cup
Rancher.
or Jolly
Yeah, Jolly
yeah,
Rancher.
some shit like that. You'd get measured, right? And for years, I wasn't able to go on like any of the rides, and then one year I finally grew and was like a chocolate bar. And once you become a chocolate bar, you can go on every ride.
Yeah,
That year we got there early and I hit every ride. I think I went on all of the roller coasters at least 4 times before it felt like the lines were like crazy. And then when
yeah.
it gets midday, then you're like, I'm never gonna be able to get on a roller coaster because the lines go from being like 30-minute waits to like two
An
and a half hour
hour.
waits, and
Yeah,
you're like, fuck, this sucks.
yeah.
So,
Well, before we get into the amusement park theme, actually, I have three questions actually
ooh,
for our chilling ass segment. So the first question is, since we're talking about your birthday,
yep.
um, what is the go-to birthday song? Because I know there's a bunch of different birthday songs. Like obviously you got In the Club.
Mm.
You got the traditional birthday song. Aubrey just he released a song called Ratchet Happy Birthday, so that became
Ah,
like a new birthday song. So
nah,
what
it's
is
definitely got to be 50 Cent. It's got to
50
be,
Cent it?
yeah,
50
bro.
Cent's the
Like for
go-to?
sure. For sure, that's
Okay.
the go-to. Like obviously, that's not the go-to when you're like
You
sitting
can
down
find me in a
and
club,
you
bottle of
got like a cake and candles. Like you're obviously gonna sing happy birthday, but like
yeah.
you gotta be that shawty. It's your birthday, bro. Like come on, that is
Yeah.
like dead
If
set the
it,
best song
yo,
for your
50
birthday.
Cent's making a lot of money off of that song for real.
Oh
So
yeah, 100%.
100%.
Especially
Um,
when people are like in the club and they're literally, it's my birthday. Like I'm
yeah,
hitting it
it's
right now.
yeah, it's like the perfect cohesion of I'm celebrating my birthday. I'm in the club, so let me just play this song and
Yep.
fill the bottles up. It's like he made that song purposely for the occasion, and it's been the staple ever since. I gotta agree with you. It's in the club,
I
but
can't
home
even
team.
think of anything else that would be like a good song outside of that that wouldn't get you like hyped up for your
Yeah,
birthday.
yeah, it's like the other song is like "Happy Birthday, Happy."
Oh yes, yeah,
Is that one? But like, it's definitely in the club for me. In the club, it just
yeah.
has like that. You can find me in the club, bottles,
Bottle
you know.
fruit,
Yeah,
that just
it's
has the nostalgia you want to fucking listen
yeah,
to and
yeah, for sure.
get it going too.
Well, home team, throwing it back at you guys. If you guys have any other birthday songs, which I don't know if there are many out there, but if you do have a birthday song, drop it in the comments and I will give it a spin. But what is the staple go-to birthday song? Um, the next question I have for you, Dougie, is we talk about 4th of July, and I know we probably brought this up in one of the previous episodes, but we'll swing it back since it's 4th of July.
Yeah,
What is the staple thing to do for 4th of July and also the staple food? You know, obviously I said hamburgers, so that's already in
yeah.
mind, but what is maybe it's something else? Like what is the go-to thing that you do on 4th of July and what is the food that correlates with it?
I was talking to Jan about this the other day, and I think it all depends on the type of person, right? Because like
Yeah.
there's two things that I think that people do, or at least these are the two things that I feel like people plan to do. You either one go to the beach, like for some reason
Mm,
everybody always goes to
you
the
go to the
beach,
beach.
right? And then if you're thinking that, then you're gonna be doing something that's like beach foods, right? Like you're gonna have sandwiches, or you're gonna maybe do fish, or you're gonna do something that's like easy where like you're not like worried about anything there. Like you don't have to bring a
Yeah.
grill, you don't have to bring anything like crazy. So I always think of the beach and like doing fireworks like on the beach. Or
Yeah.
like watching fireworks at the end of the night on the beach, or I think of a cookout. Like you're going to somebody's crib, they have a
Barbecue.
pool, you're barbecuing, like you're enjoying the food, like they're smoking something in the smoker, they got the grill ripping, like all of
Smoking
that.
two ways.
Yeah,
Smoking two ways.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely, definitely. And I would say staple food would have, I mean, you said hamburgers, but like I'm trying to think of something like corn on the cob. I always think of when you're doing 4th of July. Like, not a lot of people talk about the sides because obviously the hamburger is a hamburger. Like,
Yeah.
if you make it right, you ain't fucking it up. Like, it's so
Yeah.
good, juicy. But like, I would think like corn on the cob or like pasta salad or like
I got
something
two.
fire on the side that you gotta have while you're there. And then I'm trying to think of like desserts, but like I always go back to those small little cupcakes
Cupcakes
that, yeah,
with
with
the
the icing on.
vanilla.
Yep,
Yeah,
with the vanilla
yeah.
icing on it. Yeah, dude, like those are the ones. But what about you? What do you think of when you're thinking about 4th of July and like the food?
Aside from the hamburgers, that's like already a given. I'm gonna say shish kebabs.
Ooh, that's a good call. That's a good call
Sh-
out.
Shish kebabs are like a low key. If you get it right,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna have those are really good. And then the second thing is, I think you kind of alluded to it as well, but potato salad.
Yes,
Potato salad is like for me, it's a staple in
you
the
gotta have it as a side.
you gotta have a potato salad. I would say for the dessert though, I don't know. Probably, I mean, those the little cupcakes you always get, but I don't know. Like for some reason, what comes to my head is like chocolate chip cookies and watermelon.
Cookies and watermelon, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, and it's kind of odd that watermelon is like a dessert, but like, I don't know, like, there's nothing slaps more than a fucking after you just finish dogging all that barbecue food and just devouring like multiple slices of watermelon. Like, I
Oh,
don't know,
dude, you call that barbecue food? And my stepdad made pulled pork while we were there, and that was fire too, dude. Like so good. Like
so good.
I don't know if I've had that on Fourth of July, but like that was so fucking good. So
The pulled pork.
yeah,
Did
yeah.
you have did he make sandwiches out of it, or it was
Yeah,
just
we made sandwiches with like a little bit of mozzarella cheese on top of it, and I was like, "Whoa, bro, this is different.
oh,
I've never had like cheese on pulled pork like that." And he was like, "Yeah, you're gonna love this." And we ended up doing like garlic buns and everything. So we made garlic bread basically, like we were talking about, which you can't go
garlic.
wrong.
You
And then we
can't
put
do
the
wrong.
pulled pork on there with mozzarella cheese. It was fire.
Garlic bread, garlic anything is just like amazing. But yeah, home team, let us know what you think about this go-to food and go thing to do. But actually, I'm gonna say this though about the doing something for 4th of July. I'm just naturally a cookout person, pool, everything. The beach is does not because then like I'm in the beach, I'm like the sand is everywhere, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm already irritated. And then sitting there watching the fireworks, like at least like if I'm at a cookout, I can like change real quick,
Mm-hmm.
get into my normal clothes.
Yeah, you don't have to stay in the wet
Yeah,
bathing suit.
yeah. It's just the definitely the pool thing is more my cookout, my vibe. But home team, let us know what you think. Are there any activities that you guys like doing during 4th of July? Any foods that are special to you, as well as desserts and drinks and stuff like that? Let us know in the comments. My last question for you, Dougie, and the home team as well. Since you brought up amusement parks,
Ah,
what is a staple in an amusement park? And I'm talking about either a ride or
oh my
a
gosh.
food or a drink or whatever the case may be. Because I could name each one in each category. But what you got, Dougie?
I'll name one in each category too. I think for ride, it's absolutely a log flume. Like if you don't have a log flume at an
Mm,
amusement park, it's not an amusement park. Like you got to get on the log flume. It's got to have the good huge splashdown at the
yeah,
bottom,
you're
and
right.
I want to see people on the bridge at the bottom just get soaked from
Yeah,
the splash. So you gotta
yeah,
have a log flume for sure. And then it's gotta be like food, it has to be something that's like quick and handheld. So is
yeah.
it a hot dog or cotton
Chicken
candy
finger, chicken
or
finger.
chicken fingers? Yeah, like something quick, easy to munch on. And then for a beverage, if it's like we're trying to have a good day, probably like some type of IPA or some type of beer, because I'm not going with like alcohol, like liquor at the amusement park.
Yeah,
Like that to me is
yeah.
like wild. It doesn't equate. But if not, then you got to go with like a Sprite. Like I have to have like a light
A
soda, yeah,
crisp
like a
fry.
ginger
Yeah,
ale, like or something like that, like a Sierra Mist, like a crisp soda, light soda. I feel like dark soda is not meant for amusement parks. At least that's what I don't think about
yeah.
it. But
A crispy Sprite sounds good.
yeah, something good like that with some chicken fingers, dude, and then you're
Yeah.
just running around 100%. So,
Burning off those
yep.
calories going on those rides.
Dude, we
Ah,
used to go to Six Flags and like that was one of my favorite parks ever. Like all those rides are sick. But I remember seeing this like I don't know if it was earlier in the year or later last year, but they ended up removing King Ka, like the
yeah,
tallest
no,
roller
yeah.
coaster in like the world, or one of the tallest roller coasters in the world. They
Well,
removed it.
a lot of Fakina Ka just had a lot of issues. Like I always thought, like I never rode Fakina Ka, but I always got scared that I would fucking go on top and get stuck there.
Dude,
That's
that
why
was
I
like
never
so
rode it.
high, that one. That one was
Yeah,
wild. But it was so
yeah.
fast, like you didn't really even realize that you were riding the
Until you
ride
get stuck.
until you
Until you
get
get,
stuck. Yeah.
yeah. Then it's like, fuck, I'm here. It's like anxiety driven. Like I'm
And you're
like,
like
fuck.
upside down and you're like locked in and you're like,
You're like,
what is
well, what's
going
going
on?
on? Yeah, no, I'm good. I think for me, the staple ride and is You know that ride, that pirate ship that goes like this?
Oh
They
yes.
they call it the Buccaneer or some, but like
Yep.
I feel like every amusement park has their own variation of that
Hmm.
ride. So that would be the ride. The food is a funnel cake.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Funnel
You,
cake or deep fried Oreos, dude.
yes, like you gotta have the
Oh,
funnel
I
cake.
didn't even think about that.
The
Wow.
funnel cake is like it's every time we go to amusement park, we gotta get a funnel cake. Late
Yeah, and
at
if
night,
they can mess it up though, like if they don't clean the oil out and like the funnel
yeah,
cake is
yeah,
all
yeah,
like,
yeah. But
well,
if you get a
get it
nice
right.
right funnel cake, slapping. And a beverage, I would say like if I'm going very content and like, the more logical route is obviously a crisp Sprite or a nice beer. But if I'm gonna get crazy and if I'm really in a mood for it, a slushy.
Ooh,
A slushy
ah,
will a slushy will like really hit when you're like, it's very sugary and but in that moment it just hits.
what
Like
what flavor slushy are you going for? Like a blue
it,
raspberry? You're hitting a
Probably like
cherry?
probably like a mixture of cherry and blue
Ooh,
raspberry, like a blue and red type of thing. Slapping.
wow, I haven't had a slushy in so long, dude. Like that's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, I haven't had a slushy in a minute either, but a nice slushy on a day like that will be fucking amazing for real. Yeah, that would probably be the three-piece combo. Funnel
No,
cake.
yeah, every amusement park has that boat. I was gonna say
Yeah.
they also have they used to be called something different everywhere I go, like salt and pepper shakers, like those little like the thing that is basically it's like a metal container that you're in, and then you can like swing back and forth, and then it kind of goes up and around. It's like a zipper or
Um,
something like that.
I think I know what you're talking about. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I
Everywhere
think
you go, they're named something differently, but like
another ride too is the they're named differently too, but you know that ride that you get on and it's like it goes all the way up and then like it
yep.
drops.
Oh yeah, the
Every
drop or whatever.
Yeah, well, I'm listening to the drop. Yeah, that's every amusement park has that as well. Like
Yes.
their own variation of it. I think Dorney Park has like three, whereas they have like a small one and then like a big one, like a medium sized one. So yeah, every amusement park definitely has that. So oh yeah, like home team. We know we rattled off a lot of questions, but a lot of things going on here. 4th of July, Dougie's birthday, amusement parks. But let us know what is a staple ride in an amusement park, food as well as a drink. Let us know in the comments. We want to hear your thoughts. But hopping into the topic of amusement parks, you already mentioned it
Hmm.
briefly. What is your favorite amusement park to go to?
Oh, my favorite amusement park is absolutely Hershey Park. But we
Because it's
went
right
there
by
like
you.
so yeah, we went there
It's
so many times as a kid. It's about like two
Yeah.
hours and like 30 minutes or so, and we were
Yeah.
always there. And what my sister and I used to make our parents do is bring us through the chocolate ride, like how they show you
Yeah.
how the chocolate gets made and everything. That was the
Oh,
first thing we had to do before we even went into the park.
yeah.
And then, dude, like that park was like my first time ever being on a roller coaster, Super Duper Looper. That one has the one loop, and that was my
Yeah.
first ever roller coaster. And they had all those wooden coasters. So
Mm.
there was one wooden coaster called the Wildcat that was like the craziest wooden coaster I've ever been on, and it always felt like it was gonna fall off, like you were gonna fall off or it was gonna break because it was like a wooden roller coaster. And like in my head, I'm like, why is this a wooden roller coaster? Um,
Yeah.
because like you never think of roller coasters being wooden. You always think of them being like metal with
Metal.
those
Yeah.
thin like coaster thing like
Carts.
strips. Yeah, currents. Yeah. So like you're like your brain is like all like mishmashed and like why is this a thing, but those coasters are so much fun. And then later on, uh like a few years later, they ended up creating like these basically these racing roller coasters. I don't remember what the name of it was, but it was a wooden roller coaster, and basically they'd start you on each side, right? And then they would like, fill up the coaster with people, and then you would race, and whoever got to the end, the finish line first, was obviously the winner. But it was super cool because it was like a racing one, and I never
Yeah.
had seen that anywhere. at any other amusement parks. That was one a really fun one. Love Six Flags. Love Donny Park. We used to have it was more of a water park, but they did have some amusement rides. It was called Camel Beach,
I
and
remember that.
one of my favorite things is the wave pool, dude. Like I love the wave pool, like where it goes crazy, and then like you hear the
Yeah.
noises, and then it starts to yeah. Then it's like counting down, and then the huge waves come in.
Waves, yeah.
That's one of my favorite things too. What about you? What's your favorite park and most enjoyable ride?
So I would say for when I was younger, I used to go to Donny Park a lot. That was like the big thing. When you mentioned Hershey Park, I used to go to Hershey Park in the during Christmas time because they had like the Christmas special, and
Mm-hmm.
then we would do like the chocolate factory. So like
Yep.
I'm very familiar with all that shit too. But Donny Park was the big park in the summertime. We would go to the we'll get there early in the morning, ride some of the coasters first, like you said, and then hit the water park.
Mm-hmm.
Do the water park, then come back, then eat sandwiches at the car. My mom will have like a cooler and like with drinks and shit like that. And then we'll go to the back to the amusement park, and then from there we would just ride all the rides. But the good thing about Donny Park is that there was never like any crazy lines. Like even no matter what day it was, like all the rides were like you could get on it like two, three, four times, like all the rides. So yeah, that was just a very much a childhood memory, going to Donny Park and riding, you know, the rides and stuff like that. But for
Did you
me,
ever go to like Disney or like
oh
Universal or anything?
yeah. I've been to Universal, I've been to Disneyland, I've been to Disney World. But Donny Park was just like 2 hours away.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't crowded. You don't gotta wait on a long ass line. Memories there. I actually started getting into like coasters, like roller coasters at Dorney Park as well, because I'm not really like a roller coaster fanatic. I'm more of like
Yeah.
I like those twisty rides. I like go crazy and do all types of shit. I'm more of that type of guy. Or like there's like this ride. They have like variations of it. Some of it's called like the Thunderbolt, or they name it all different types of names. But like
Mm-hmm.
the one that goes like this,
Yep.
and then it goes backwards, mad fast
Mm-hmm.
and shit like that. Yeah, I love that ride. That's like one of my favorite rides to go on. But yeah, yeah, Donny Park it was just like a amusement park that you just go to, and like it was just empty all like majority of the time. Nobody really went there because it was either going to Hershey Park or
Mm-hmm.
going to Six Flags. Those are like the two like main parks. Dorney Park was like kind of like low
Low key, like you
key.
could get in real quick,
Yeah,
like do a bunch of
yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
You highlighted that your mom would bring like a huge cooler and sandwiches and
yeah.
everything, and I remember our family would do that too. My mom would be like, "I'm not buying anything in
Pain.
the park,"
Yeah,
so we bought our tickets. Like that's it. Enjoy the park that way, but we're going out to the car and we're getting the cooler, and she would
yeah. It
have
was
all the
hell
snacks,
all
right?
the cold cuts. It was like all the
Yep.
cold cuts. It was all the chips, the sodas, and all that stuff. And then the only thing we would get in the amusement park was obviously the funnel cake. That was
Mm-hmm.
like, all right, we'll make some time for the funnel cake, but everything else was like, I'm not getting you fucking chicken fingers in the park. Well, and if you play games, there's one game, and if you win,
Yeah. I think my mom and my dad were like, no, you're not playing any games. Like we're here at
yeah,
the amusement park to go on roller coasters and rides. Like not we can go to
yeah,
a
we're not.
carnival and do all that other crappy shit.
Yeah, and I that really didn't like fantasize me to me. I was like, I'm good off the games and shit like that. But yeah, that was like a huge memory just having the and that was like a vibe too. Like if you think about it, like you're after the water park, you're really hungry. You go
hmm
out, you're like kind of like throwing the football a little bit, you know what I mean? Eating a sandwich and with chips and all that shit. So that was a
And then
vibe.
you were like kind of drying off, you get changed, you leave your suit over there, and then you're like, I'm
Yeah,
hitting the roller coasters again.
yeah, for sure. Do you like water do you like water parks, or you
I
like
think I'm
music?
bigger on the water rides than anything. Like I love the water rides. Like there used to be a lot of cool water rides at Hershey. Like the log flume was one of them, but there was also one where you were in like a huge raft and like your
Yeah,
whole family could get into the raft and it was like
yeah,
crazy
yeah,
and like you put all of your like stuff in the center so that if it was like if it splashed or anything like nothing would get ruined, like all your shoes and everything. But that was a really cool ride too. Like I think I was
Yeah.
very interested in the water rides for sure. Like I said, love the wave pool, but you can never go wrong with a really good roller coaster. But ones that I didn't like was when your feet are dangling. Like whenever your feet are like out or like you're like supermaning or any of that kind of shit, like I don't like that at all. I want to be
Oh, so you don't
sat
like you know?
and strapped in. Like I don't want to be like strapped in and like my feet are like dangling and everything. Like nah, that's not my thing. Nope, no.
Oh, so you don't like the roller coasters that have like your feet?
No, no, like the one that I
You,
can think of right now at I keep going back to Hershey Park because that was where we went so much as a kid. It was called Big Bear, and it was like a purple roller coaster that you sat in your chair like this, and like it came down, but basically all of your legs were like out and open, like and you're
yeah,
like dangling and you're like going around, but the chairs are like attached to the top of the coaster instead
yeah,
of you like riding up of it, you're like kind of gliding up. And I'm like, oh my god, I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't want to be on this. Like this is something that will easily break, and then I'll shoot off and fly everywhere. And
yeah.
it's like Final
All your
Destination.
worst fears. Yeah. Yeah, I was
Ugh.
the one water park that really resonates with me is Blizzard Beach, and I
Mm,
don't know, and Disney World, because like they
yep.
have like the big ass, like you said, the big ass wave pool that's fucking 80 feet deep, and like you're in there, and like the waves are going crazy. The rides there are amazing too. I haven't been there in a while, but when I was younger, I remember like being a fanatic for like
Did you
the
go to Splashdown, which was like right here, like right at
Mate, me Swiss
Splashdown
Splash.
or Splish Splash?
Wait, Swiss Splash is in Long Island. What are you? Which one are you talking about?
Splashdown is like right here in Poughkeepsie or whatever it is,
No, I never
northern
been.
New York.
No, I never
Um,
been there.
That's crazy. I feel like everybody has been there. It's like it's basically like the water parks that we've been talking about, but like a smaller one, and it has all those different rides there. But it's like
Yeah.
right here in upstate New York, basically.
Wow, I didn't know New York Upstate
Splashdown.
had well, I gotta look at that out for sure. Because whenever it was like a when it came to like a water park or amusement park, it was either Dorney, Hershey, Six Flags. Splish Splash is all the way up in Long Island and Lake Compounds. Those are like the
Mm-hmm.
main ones. And then obviously when you go to you go to Florida, you have Disney World, you have
Yeah.
Universal, all that stuff, and then Action Park was another one. Action Park is a big water park that like those rides are treacherous. I'm talking about like you're getting shot out of a fucking slide into like 80. No, I'm not even joking. Like 40 feet water and all that stuff. Like you gotta know how to swim when you go to Action
Yeah. Like
Park.
especially the ones that have like the cyclone
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
slide where you get like shot into the cyclone and then you like
yeah.
fall down. Oh my
I
god,
also
dude.
don't.
Whew.
I don't like the slides that you go down like when you're like kind of like
Mm-hmm.
dolo because like
But they're open. Those ones are
they're all
crazy.
yeah like the wedgie maker like you go
Yep.
straight down. I'm like I'm good. You wanna know why? Because like
I
going
would
that
rather the slide be closed and like you're contained a little bit than like it's open and you're flying down it and then you get shot out into the water. Like that
yeah
is crazy.
I like the two brides. The two brides
Yeah.
I'm good in because like I don't gotta worry about because when I'm going down that fast, I'm like fucking trying to hold myself and shit, and then you scrape your elbows and shit like that. So I like being in the tube. So the tube, I'm just chilling, I'm just
That's so funny.
coasting. I'm just coasting.
God,
Yeah,
I haven't
now,
been at a water park in a while.
yeah, the water park. Yeah, I miss the water park. That was like my biggest thing going to the water park because like water rides were more like my kind of thing until like then I started going on the roller coasters and stuff like that. But I do want to say there's a when we went to Lake Compound, there's this ride called the Boulder Dash, and it's basically like this wooden roller coaster, and like it just goes through like Lake Compound is also like kind of like in like a far, not
Mm-hmm.
really in a far, but near
Yeah, it's like in the woods a bit.
in the woods type of thing. So like this roller coaster literally goes through the fucking woods. So like it's a wooden coaster, and you're just fucking flying through the fucking
That's
the woods.
awesome.
It's like and but the line is that ride gets packed. Like it's like one of like the famous rides. So
Mm-hmm.
like. My nephew loves that ride because again, like you just going through the woods and shit like that. Like there's like a drop and you just go through the woods. But there was another ride too. If you go a little bit further up that they took out, this one was beautiful. It was like it was almost like a ski lift, and like
Oh, that's cool.
you go up, but like when you come around, like it's like an actual like, ski lift. You come around, but you see like all of like the landscape, and it's fucking amazing. I don't know why they took it out or whatever the case may be, but that was like that was like my first like ride that I went on. That was like, oh, like my uncle was like everybody was riding the coasters, and I went on that ride with my uncle, and he was like, it's not that bad. And then when you spin, like you don't spin, but like you go around,
Hmm.
it's like a ski lift, and you go down, but like you just see like the whole scenery, and I was like, wow, this is fucking amazing. So yeah, a
Yeah,
lot
that was
of
probably beautiful. Oh my gosh.
yeah, like certain rides that you go on, even like the Ferris wheel. Ferris wheel is also a staple. We just didn't
Hmm.
mention it because like it's kind of basic. But the
Yeah,
Ferris wheel, like when you get on the Ferris wheel, like you see all like the because it
the
goes high
scenic,
enough.
like, you see the whole park, like basically the view of the whole
Yeah,
park, pretty much.
yeah, yeah. It's a beautiful sight. Do you like carnivals too?
I do
You
like carnivals, but like not nearly as much because carnivals are so much more focused on games than they are
yeah,
on rides. But like as a kid, we had like a fair every year that we would go to, right? Like the Wayne
yeah,
County Fair. Like so they would have small rides and stuff like that, but it was really like a spot where linked up with your friends and you hung out and you were like, "Oh,
yeah.
I'm cool.
Oh
Like who's
yeah,
your teacher for next year in high school?"
yeah.
Like that kind of shit, hanging out. But you mentioned that you went down to Disney World. What was your favorite like world down there? Like or like park cuz they have mad parks.
Yeah, they have like Epcot, Adventure World, all that stuff.
Yeah.
I would say, well, my favorite ride there is Space Mountain for
Oh,
sure.
Space
Hands
Mountain. Yeah,
Space
by
Mountain, hard
far.
hands down. I would probably say I think now would probably be Epcot, but I think prior would probably be like Adventure World.
Yeah, I liked Animal Kingdom cuz I one of my favorite
Animal Kingdom's baby too.
was Everest was one of my favorite rides too. Like that was cool where you would like go all the way up the mountain and then you're at the top of the mountain and you go all the way down. Like
Yeah,
that was wild. I also liked there was like an Aerosmith ride that was
yeah,
there too.
yeah,
That was sweet. So
yeah.
cool.
They
Like you were
actually
sitting in like the car and everything.
yeah. They actually have this ride called the Tron ride, and they it is new. When I went last year with my niece and nephew, and it's fucking like you literally are on like a Tron, like as if you're part of Tron,
That's
and
crazy.
that
Like
shit
on the
just
bike,
goes.
right?
Yeah, you're on the bike, and that shit goes crazy fast, and like the line is ridiculous. So when you go on it, like you're like this, and you're like going, it's like as if like you're in Tron, and like it goes like out first, but then you go into like actual like space and stuff like that, and it's like it's really fucking amazing. If you ever go down there, just yeah, make sure you hop on that ride. Tron.
Yeah, I haven't been down there since that was like
It's been a
added, but
while.
it's been a little while since I've been down there, like
I
a
mean,
long time.
I went last year, and I haven't been to Disney World in like 12, 15 years
Yeah, I was
prior.
gonna say
So
at least 12 to 15 years. I was gonna say at the very least. But one
yeah,
ride I liked too was the Men in Black ride where you like got to
yes,
shoot the aliens and
shoot,
stuff.
yes.
Yeah, that was so fun, dude. And
They
then Universal was always great, like always great.
yeah, with the comic book characters and all that
Yep,
stuff.
with the
Yeah,
comic book
yeah,
characters, and then you
yeah,
could like be in the Twister. Remember the movie The Twister? And like
yeah.
the had like a full ride of it. You could feel all the water on your face and everything, like and
Mm-mm.
watch the Twister like take out the barn and everything
Yeah,
like that. That was cool.
yeah. I mean, they had a Jaws ride there too.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Those rides, the Jaws ride was pretty cool because like they actually had like the simulation of like
Hmm.
Jaws coming and shit like that, which is pretty cool. Yeah, they have a yeah. That's bringing like so much memories of like my child and stuff like that for sure. Universal is amazing.
When we were seniors, so that's what 2013. That's crazy how long ago that was.
Yeah,
We were down there. We rode buses down there, dude. We drove all the way
yeah.
down there. That was wild, first of all.
Wow.
But we drove all the way down there and we spent like a week in from school in Disney World, and we went to each of the little things, and like I remember going and getting like dressed up and going to downtown Disney and watching
Yeah,
Circus Soleil and everything like that,
yeah,
and like the Blue Man Group, like that was super fun, man. Like that,
yeah,
I gotta get Dylan down there at some point, but I want Dylan to
yeah.
go when she like can remember everything, right?
Yeah,
Like,
that's what me going with my niece and nephew last year was like. My nephew remember like going on these rides and stuff
mhm.
like that. Yeah, for sure. I mean, right now, like it'll be kind of cool, but at the same time, like yeah, when she gets like a little bit older to
It'd be
ride
like
like
too much, dude. Like to take her
yeah,
down
but
there now and
Disney
like with all the
Disney
things that we need.
yeah, Disney World is like expensive too. So it's just
Hmm.
like you go on there to pay for an experience and like her not remembering it, it's like damn, like I want her to like remember her time here because the money spent and all that stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that's what Jan and I were like. Maybe when she's like, more like 5 or so or 6, like where she can go and get on a lot of rides and like do a lot of stuff and remember everything while we were down there. Like, but we'll definitely get down there with her. That it's kind of crazy and nostalgic how you think about all the things that you've done and how many
yeah,
times
yeah.
you've been down there and like what is. Because I've never been to Disneyland. I only have been to Disney World.
Disney
So
World, yeah. Disneyland is like
Disneyland, I heard was like a little bit like it literally feels like Disney World but smaller.
yeah, it's a small version of Disney World. Like it's like
Yeah.
it doesn't have like the whole castle and all that stuff. It's just literally think of it land versus world. Like which one? It's that's really the comparison, to be honest.
That's funny.
Yeah. But yeah, home team, let us know what you guys think about amusement parks. Do you like water parks? Do you like regular amusement parks? You know, what's your favorite one? Definitely want to learn about that in the comments. So drop it. We want to hear your feedback. Uh, Closing out the session today with our very own elevated advice.
Yeah, yes, yes, yes.
Sponsored by who, Dougie?
By CoStar, which they still have not sent us a contract. We're
They
gonna keep shouting them out. We're gonna keep shouting them out. Hopefully they will send us something so that we can get locked in with them. But what is your elevated advice for today, CJ? What do you got on CoStar?
I'm up first. All
Yeah,
right,
you're up
cool.
first this
Yeah,
time
yeah.
around.
This time, yeah, we're switching things up. Cool. Mine's is love is accepting a person who might never change.
Wow, that's good. That's
That's
deep, bro.
yeah, it's kind
How
of
you
deep.
feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I feel like we're getting to an age now that like our like kind of like identities are already like kind of like our foundation is already there of our
Hmm.
personality and stuff like that. And yeah, just I think loving somebody is understanding that you'll probably never change who they are, but maybe kind of loving them for who they are.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I think that's what I'm gathering out of that. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think the one word is like one word that comes to mind is acceptance. And
Yeah,
acceptance doesn't mean that you have to like go with the flow. You might not like
yeah,
it, but like you accept that that is what it is. And Jan said that to me the other day, and it kind of just like sparked where I was like, that is a really good way to think about it. Like you don't have to accept that that is what it is. Like you can accept it and then, you know, not like it or not care about it or not
yeah,
want
yeah,
it to be that way,
yeah,
but you accepted it and that is all part of it. Like
yeah,
you don't have to accept that everything is perfect all of the time and you're always going to be
yeah,
perfect and love is going to just align with everything and what you're going through and all that. Like I think the big key word there is acceptance in that way and like just
yeah, for
knowing
sure.
that at the end of the day, whichever direction you take or whatever you end up doing, like even if you don't like it or you're upset with the decision, like you accept that that is the direction that you have to go in or the things that somebody, wants to do. So
Yeah,
that's what my where I kind of like got rooted in your elevated advice is like that word kind of stood out to me because Ayana and I were talking about that the other day a little bit.
Jan's hitting a lot of the head on the nails with
Yeah,
that.
hitting the nail on the head, like
Yeah,
all
yeah,
over,
yeah,
dude. That's
yeah.
for sure. Um,
What's yours, Dougie?
Mine is it's okay to welcome ease. So to me, I'm like, I don't fully have a good scope of like what that means in a holistic standpoint, but I guess I'll give it a try. Like to me, it's okay to welcome like something being easy and something coming to you
naturally.
naturally like that is fine. Like and people are really like people are good at things and sometimes you're not good at them. And here's another thing, like another thing that's rooted in acceptance is like you can accept that you're good at something naturally and it comes to you at ease and you can welcome it, or you can say, hey, like this is a challenge and I want to put like those feelers out there to try and do the things that I want to do to take on this challenge. um and like welcoming an easy path is something that everybody should keep
Yeah.
consider or take that option because maybe it is the best path for you even if it's easy or not, right? So like that's what I think from today's elevated advice. What do you think? What are you getting out of it? It's okay to welcome ease.
Yeah, I think a lot of people want a challenge. I know like kind of me and you are in that boat where like we like a challenge and stuff like that, but sometimes like things may come natural to you, like you mentioned, and it may be easy for you. Like there may be certain things that you do that is like, all right, like I already know how to do this. Like just throwing it out there. Maybe like cooking. Like maybe some people find cooking to be very difficult, but we find cooking to be easy.
Mm-hmm.
Just like sometimes like life is, we expect life to be hard because obstacles and struggles and trauma and all this stuff. But at the same time, like you gotta understand, like, all right, well, there may be certain days and certain weeks or certain times where it may feel easy. That doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be like, all right, this is gonna how it's gonna be forever, or you don't gotta be negative about it and be like, no, this is what's going on here. Like I'm expecting like just kind of, I think what I'm gathering is just being in the moment. Like
Mm-hmm.
literally just like kind of just like being in the moment, taking things for what it is. And some things may come easy, some things may come hard. And if they do come easy, accept that, like you mentioned, be in the moment and like kind
Mm-hmm.
of know that, this is what it is for right now and things may change. But at the same time, like for right now, it seems kind of easy. And I think we as humans need certain times like that for sure.
I agree. I agree. Well, that was pretty good elevated advice from both sides. Thank
Yeah.
you, co-star, as always.
Send over
Um,
that contract when you get
Send
the
over that
chance.
contract when you're ready to rock and roll. Well, CJ, it was a great session, man. I had a
Yeah,
really good one today. Appreciate you as always, and catch you on the
yeah.
flip side for sure.
Well, first things first. Home team. You can catch us on YouTube, 6 p.m., 3 p.m. Pacific time, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also drop your comments. We want to hear your elevated advice as well. So for us to hear, anybody else that needs to hear it, that's what we're here for. And yeah, Dougie, I'll catch you later, Brody. It was
All
always
right.
a pleasure.
Catch you later, man.